Hello, fellow yogis. Kim here. I'm just doing a short little practice here to get the blood and the chi flowing in the channels in my body. It's all about movement and breath. So keep moving, keep breathing. Remember to do only what you're comfortable with and modify what you can't do. This will only be about a 20-minute practice, but it should help with getting you moving. It also helps to reduce pain and stagnation throughout the body. So here we go. Let's sit back in our chairs and get comfortable. Wear whatever you want. You'll notice I'm just wearing comfortable clothes. So back we go. Palms up, close your eyes. And breathe deeply. Our inhales, filling the lungs and the belly. And our exhales, the shoulders fall, the neck lengthens, and the chest and the belly relax as they draw in a bit. So each inhale and each exhale have movement, and we are drawing that breath in very, very deeply so that we're expanding and drawing that air into the lower lobes of the lungs. And each exhale allows for the belly and the chest to contract as the shoulders fall, and lift a bit through the crown to lengthen your neck. On our next inhale, let's draw our shoulders up off the back of the chair. Open our eyes to our drishti and let our hands, as we exhale, drop down to the earth, reaching for the earth, wiggling our fingers and maybe your toes too if that feels good for you. Now start by circling the shoulders, and as we circle the shoulders, we're going to marry our breath up with it. So inhale as you come up and make a tight fist, and exhale as you go down. Nice. Breathing, circling the shoulders. One more, just like that. And then circle your wrists. Circle your wrists one way. Breathe. The other way. Switching direction. Now kneading dough, grasping dough. Nice. Now sweep your arms in and out, and in and out. Sweeping them, moving them. Palm up, palm faces behind you. Inhale as it's palm up. Exhale as it's palm behind you. Inhale, palm up. Exhale, palm behind you. And then just sweep, ragdolls, a little bit of body. Now bring the arms up above you and stretch your body up. And then exhale, the arms come down beside you. Inhale, the arms come to the front, up above you. Stretch it up, look up, extend your body, and then arms come down behind you and then beside you. So it's like a big circle, arms up, arms back behind you, and then beside you. One more time like that. We're really opening up the chest, the shoulders, arms down, and then neck rolls from one side to the other. Neck rolls from one side to the other. Go at your pace. Exhale as you come across. Look behind you and hold it there. Look behind you and hold it there. And you can put your hands on your knees. Exhale, roll across and look behind you. Exhale, roll across and look behind you. And then head comes down to the front, rounding it out through the neck. And then let the shoulders fall forward as well into our first child's posture. It's a restorative posture. Inhale, draw your arms all the way up and stretch it up there. And then draw it up over to one side, laterally bending. And then inhale, draw yourself up, laterally bend to the other side. Exhale. Inhale up. And over to the other side. one more time. Inhale up, draw it up over to the other side. Last time up to the center. And then hands circle down and back. Stretch it out. Now let's hold it about midpoint here and feel that stretch through the chest wall. Then hug yourself. Hug yourself one arm over the other. Inhale, lift up. Elbows come up, and then as you exhale, squish your body. Big hug. Inhale up one more time. And exhale, squish your body. A lot of lymphatic work there. Open it up through the chest wall. We're gonna give ourselves a big hug again, but with the other arm on top. Other arm on top. Big hug. Draw those arms forward and down. Compress through the chest wall. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, compress. Nice. Inhale up. And exhale, compress. Remember, only do what's comfortable for you. Open it up through that chest wall again. So big inhale. And then exhale, arms come down. And then circle the shoulders. And then circle the wrists. Make tight fists. Squish clay. Squish clay. And then shake it out and breathe. And we're going to walk ourselves forward a little bit of rock and roll on those hips, one side to the other. Get comfortable. Feet comfortably flat on the floor. Draw your chin up nice and tall. Let's go into our seated mountain posture. Hands turn back as we squeeze our shoulder blades together. We draw our chin in. We embrace or firm up our core. So protect, and press your feet down and out a little bit to engage some of the leg hip muscles, and holding it firm and strong here. Draw that chin in, shoulders down and back, core braced, legs firm. Breathe into that mountain posture, feeling some strength. And then relax. Hands on the knees. And gentle circles around to one side from the pelvis. We keep the back long. Keep the back long, circling from the pelvis. Breathing. And slow your circle and reverse your circle from the pelvis. So try not to round the back out. Keep it long. And make the movement happen down in the pelvis. And then slow your circle. Now we're going to circle into the body. So circling around laterally and then forward and then laterally. And we're using our spine as we circle through the trunk here. So lateral bend, forward flexion, lateral flexion. One more time, just like that. With that breath. And then switch sides. Lateral, forward, lateral. Moving that body and then holding it up and going into our full cat pose. We're going to slide our shoulder blades forward, round it out through the head and the neck. Then reverse into extension, draw yourself up. And then round yourself out into that cat back. It's like wrapping yourself over a big beach ball. And then extension, draw your shoulder blades together and back, squeeze, looking up and back. And one more time, round it out. So we want to get as much movement through the spine as we can comfortably, lubricating all of the joints in the back. And then slowing yourself down here and just lifting one knee up and the other knee up. I'm going to bring my hands down to the side now and march. It's a slow march. Slow march. Hands on the legs. We'll rock and roll again. And then one hand on either side and reaching for the earth, laterally bending a little further than we did in our rotational movements. Laterally bending, reaching. This time, bring the arm all the way up, bend over and laterally bend the other way, and then reach for the earth. So one side, reach, up and over, laterally bend to the other side, and reach, and up and over, and then reverse sides. So let's go up and over, and laterally bend, and up and over, and laterally bend, and up and over, and laterally bend. One more time, up and over, and bring it back to the center, Hands on your knees or on the edge of your chair. Legs now, let's focus on the legs. So take a leg out and in, and then the other leg out and in. Breathe. Now, focus on getting your knees up a little bit. Heel out, toe up, knee in and up. Heel out, toe up, knee in and up. Now reach with the heel and arm up. And reach and arm up. And reach and arm up. And reach and arm up. There's a mozzie. First one that I see in this year. And up. And reach. And up. One more time on each side. Reach. And up. And reach. And up. Now this time, hold it out there. Reaching with one arm. Come up, both arms up. And then reach with the other arm. And up, both arms up. So one arm back, one arm front. Leg stays forward so that we're stretching down the back of that leg. Pull your toe up toward your nose. And if you want, you can really twist and look back. Twist and look back. Twist and look back. Switch sides. Twist and look back. And twist and look back. Up we go. Twist and look back. Pull that toe up towards your nose. Big reach, keeping that back long. Twist and look back 2 more times. Bring the arms down to the knees. And extending one leg out, toe up. Now you're going to take that toe behind you and tap underneath you. And toe out and tap underneath. Nice. Extend the leg. Tap underneath you. So pull the toes towards you and then point the toes behind you. Hold it out there. And then lift it up and circle your ankle. Circle that ankle. And then reverse and breathe. Now, heel to the floor, toe up. Heel to the floor, toe up. Heel to the floor, toe up. Breathe with it. Exhale. 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 Great leg work. One more time. Exhale and set it down. Let's just do a little tapping with our feet. Hands on your knees. Heel forward, toe back. Heel forward, toe back. So we're working the knee, the hip, the ankle. Lots of movement here. Breathing with it. And Take it out there, hold it there for a moment, lift it up, circle your ankles, and reverse. Breathing, go whatever direction you want, make it feel good. And go heel forward and toe back. Heel forward and toe back. And then we're going to extend and then just heel touch. Extend, heel touch. Extend and heel touch. So working the top of that leg. If the hip hurts you, you can hold on to it. Give it some support and lift it up. One more. And set it down, and little tapping hands on your knees. Let's go in and out with our legs this time. So go in and out. You can do a little rocking with your body to accommodate the ins and the outs. Let's add the arms, goddess. This time come in with the arms. And out. Elbows and hands together, knees together, and then out and open it up. Nice big movement, working through hips, shoulders, chest, upper back. And one, holding it out in our goddess. In our goddess, hold it there, chest open, sit nice and tall. Now let's take it down into an angle as we exhale. Arm up over the head, big reach, keep your knees back. Inhale, goddess. Exhale, angle to the other side. Inhale, goddess, in and out with the legs. Both come in, both go out. In and out. And angle. Goddess. In and out. Goddess. Angle to the other side. Goddess. In and out. Angle to the other side. And goddess, in and out, and then angle to the other side. Breathe, that's the last one. Bring it up, bring it in and out. Hold it there for a moment, open chest, sit nice and tall, shoulders are working, and then bring the hands down to the inside, holding it there for a moment, shoulders are down. Bring your legs in now, and up we go onto our feet, standing. Standing balance work is so important. So let's start beside our chair, and we're just going to sweep our legs in and out, standing on one leg. Sweep the leg in and out, sweep it in and out. Great hip work here, great stability work here. And then turn it in and out with the knee. Knee in, knee out. Hip work. Let's turn it out and hold it out as far as we can comfortably. You can cross your foot over your other foot, or you can slide it up your leg for our tree posture. And then bringing your arms up. Nice and tall. You can bring one arm up and hold onto your chair if you need to, want to. Lifting, embrace core. Embrace core, hold it there. Breathe into it, keeping the hips strong in that lift, making sure you don't lock your leg, but hold it strong. Any little wibble wobbles are great. Using all of those senses, sight, inner ear, and proprioception, the muscle sense of where am I in space. Bring it down and shake it out. Let's do our tree on the other side. I'm going to move my chair. And you can sweep the leg in and out, warming up the hip. Sweep the leg in and out. Sweep the leg in and out. Now turning it into a figure eight. Turn the knee in, turn the knee out. Make sure you're comfortable on that supporting leg, adjusting if you need to. Turning the knee in and out. That gets up into the hip as well. Turn it out, hold it out, see how far out you can go. We all have different abilities, especially if you've had hip or knee replacements. Dropping the foot across, arm out to the side. If you want to go into a full tree, you slide your foot up your leg, press your foot into your leg and your leg into your foot. Draw yourself up, brace the core, and see if you can grow your tree. Lifting through the hips, lifting through the trunk, eyes on your drishti, and breathe. And breathe. Release. Release. And then set that foot down and shake it out. Behind your chair onto your toes. So good for our feet. And then onto our heels, rock back. Onto our toes. And onto our heels. Toes. And then we're going to just heel out, toe out, heel out. Toe in, heel in, toe in. So just a little heel toe, heel toe. Hold it there, stepping toward your chair with one foot stepping back with the other leaning forward a little bit. Press your heel and then push off your heel and extend the opposite arm forward. We want to go into a nice bird dog pose or standing bird dog. Extending one arm forward, one leg back. Bring it up as high as you can comfortably. Using that chair for support. Bring it back down now. Press the heel and then step in onto the ball of the feet and the heel and the ball and the heel. We're going to do that same sequence again. So step back with one foot lining the body up with that back leg. So we're not up here, we're not down here, we are in line with the leg. Pressing that heel as much as you can comfortably. Now, big inhale. Push off the back foot, lift the body forward and up. And opposite arm. Stretching it out between the foot and the arm. Weight into that leg, lift it up. Balancing support here in that warrior. It's either a warrior three or a standing bird dog. Using the chair for stability. And then set it back down, foot behind you again. And step in. Finishing with a restorative posture. Walking back, I'm going to walk my chair forward a bit, but we're going to walk back until we can put our head down between our arms. Try to keep our back as flat as possible. Extension for the back. Extension for the back. Holding it there. Breathing, lifting up through your tail lights, stretching. Opening up the chest wall. And then walk it in. Walk it in. Let's do a couple of chair postures, standing close to the chair, sitting down and back. You can use the chair for stability. Then stand up. Push your hips forward so that you extend your back. And then chair. And then push your hips forward. Now, if you do not want to bend as deeply, you just do the same thing, but not quite as deep. If you want to go that deep, you can. You can go a little deeper if that's within your realm. One more, just like that. Strengthening those legs. Strengthening those knees. And then have a seat on your chair. Have a seat on your chair. We're going to do a nice little stretch here for our rotators in the hips, so crossing ankle to knee or on the leg. And I've had some people who use a block to put their foot on instead of their leg, and that works nicely too if you have one. Leaning forward, stretching down into the lower back, into the hips. Draw yourself up, switch sides. Either option works nicely. And then hinge at the hip, lean forward. These stretches are nice for the rotators in the hips. Turning slightly sideways on your chair, I want you to lean slightly forward and take your one leg out to the side, so it's right out to your side. Your hips are facing the direction of your knee, and then we want to find a stretch on the inside of this leg. So sitting up nice and tall, feeling for a stretch on the inside of the outstretched leg, holding it there. If you want, you can bring your arm up and lean toward the outstretched leg. Hand forward here, hand up and over. Your choice. And then release, bringing that arm down, bending forward over that knee. This time I'm going to take my leg behind me, and I'm on the ball of the foot, and I'm going to stretch up to try and find a stretch through the hip flexors. And release. Let's turn to the other side. So one cheek on the chair, one cheek off. And I'm going to lean forward and take my leg out to the side. I'm going to face forward here, face forward with my leg out to the side and my toe up. So face the knee and leg out to the side and toe up. You want to find a stretch here on the inside of the leg, hand forward and arm up, and you can lean toward that leg outstretched. You want to find a stretch on the inside of the leg, inside of the leg. Hand can come down if you want. Leaning forward, taking that leg back behind you onto the ball of the foot, Then bring your body up. You want to find a little bit of extension in this hip. Bring the arm up, creating a nice long line here between the hands and feet. Nice stretch. Release, bring it down. And let's sit back in the chair. So now we've stretched out through the hips, a little rock and roll. Little rock and roll. Circle your shoulders. And relax, hands in the knees. Holding it there. Letting go. So nice and still. Going into our Shavasana, complete relaxation. Letting go. Nice deep breathing, relaxed breathing. Become aware of how your body is feeling in this moment. Feeling what it feels like to be still, to be relaxed. Bringing your hands to heart center in this moment. Resting against your sternum, dropping your chin to your fingertips, nourishing our heart energy. And bringing to mind something that makes you smile, something that brings you absolute delight, love, laughter, whatever that is. Taking a moment to feel the sensation that rises up in your chest as you picture that. Let that bubble up inside of you. Let it fill you with joy, with laughter, with love. Take that with you today and let it spill out to those around you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining in my short practice today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Rest and recovery is really important. Bye.